Hi everyone, whether you want to have this for breakfast or you want to have this with a patty, let's get into this delicious cocoa bread recipe. I will be using instant yeast. So with instant yeast, you can add it right to the flour. You don't need to activate it with warm water and sugar. Now I'm adding the softened butter, so it's not melted, it just softened, and you're just going to use your fingers or a fork or a whisk to break up the butter into tiny pieces into the flour. So what we're doing now is making a well in the center of the dry ingredients, and then we're going to be adding the liquids to the center. I am using brown sugar, so I've dissolved it in the warm water. So after you add that, all you're going to be doing is just bringing those dry ingredients to the center, stirring it around, mixing everything together thoroughly to form your dough. So once the dough has come together, then you're going to be dusting your kitchen counter, whatever flat surface you have, with a little flour, and then you're going to be kneading the dough to make it much smoother. Once that's kneaded into a ball, you're going to just use some olive oil, whatever oil you have. Brush the bowl, and then you're going to put the dough inside and brush the top again, just to prevent a crust from forming while it is resting. Because now we're going to put the dough to rest in a dark, warm area. I'm going to be using my oven. The oven is off, but because it's a dark area, and I know yeast loves that kind of environment in order to grow, I'm just going to be using my oven. So what you want is for your dough to almost double in size, and then we're going to punch it down gently. This is just to get out those big air bubbles that are in there. And then we're going to fold it onto its self, and then put it on our flat surface again to do a little kneading. After kneading the dough, we're going to be cutting it into about 10 to 12 pieces. If you do 12, then you're going to get some smaller cocoa breads, and then if you do like 8, then you're going to be bigger. So decide what you prefer and go ahead with that. I did about 11 pieces. I think 2 pieces were bigger than the others because I was testing something, but between 10 and 12 pieces is definitely good. So the next step is you're going to be picking up each piece of dough, and then you're going to fold them onto themselves like you're doing a dumpling. You're just not going to knead it as long as you would if you were making a dumpling. You're just trying to form a ball here. after you formed all the balls, you're gonna let them rest for about a minute or two because you've been handling the dough, and then we're going to be rolling them out. So you're really just rolling it out to get that shape for the cocoa bread, and then we're gonna be spreading some butter in the center. We're gonna be avoiding the edges and just spreading butter inside, mostly the center. Now at this point of rolling out the dough, some people actually use a bowl to cut out this part here to make it a perfect circle. If you like to do that, that is perfectly fine, but I'm not so concerned about it being a perfect circle. I just want it to be as round as possible. And then I'm gonna spread on the softened butter, not melted butter, softened butter. And you're gonna avoid the edges though. Alright, so once you've folded all your cocoa breads, you're gonna put it on a lightly greased baking sheet and let it rest for about 3 minutes. After those 3 to 4 minutes, then you're gonna put it in the oven. Usually it bakes between 20 and 25 minutes. You just wanna look for a nice golden brown top. That's a good clue as to when it's done. And then you're gonna brush on some melted butter to make it really nice and shiny and even more delicious. So this is my jerk chicken sandwich that I used the cocoa bread in. So please check out the link below if you'd like to make this sandwich. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Take care.